Hello, everybody. I'm just going to do kind of a general current story of the day video type thing for you today. Not particularly any path we're going to go down, just some stuff that's been going on or some thoughts. We're going to make this a pretty random one, so enjoy the ride. First little random thought. After a long time not having them, I think I had them once in the last few years, but I don't remember since then back to my childhood that I had the canned Chinese food. I had a can of Le Choy chow mein. Now, again, I think I had one at Javi's house quite a few years, maybe a couple years back. And we had other things that day too, so it didn't leave too much of an impression. And I saw it on the shelf when I was grocery shopping and I had the craving, so I picked it up. So, a review of that. First off, it comes in two cans. There's the vegetable can, and attached to it is the chicken and sauce can. You pour the chicken and sauce can in the pan, you drain the vegetable can, and then you pour that on top of the chicken and sauce. Heat it up, serve it however you want. I served it over white rice. Uh, First thoughts, as soon as I was pouring it out, I did lick the spoon I used to pull the chicken. I was like, wow, that tastes like chow mein, and it tastes like chow mein on crack, like heavy duty flavor. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's the small can, and then there's the big can of vegetables. Then this is going to bland out pretty hard. Unfortunately, I was right. Also, in the meat can, there was not a lot of meat. I felt lacking. Lacking being a very, very light way to say that. I felt there was almost no meat product, period. I felt rather cheated. Um, Mostly sauce in there, and then that adds into the vegetables, and it cooked down pretty shallow and pretty bland. It tasted salty, but not salty. It really tasted like it needed more functional sauce in there. Not more salty sauce, just more sauce, more everything else. So that was a little bit of a bummer. I was hoping it would be better. I may try another one of the cans next time I go grocery shopping. I'm gonna think about maybe one for every other 2 weeks period for on my Wednesday dinner, which is my wild card dinner because I make Autumn the chickpea curry that night, and I make myself something else, preferably something that goes with rice. So this worked out pretty well. Uh, it may have been better if I got those little crunchy noodles to go with it. Part of me thought that one of the two cans was crunchy noodles and the other can was the stuff. I was wrong. It was meat and vegetables separate. I didn't read things. I just picked it up because I was busy and shopping. You know, just not paying attention. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. But it did fill me up. So, and I had a couple microwave egg rolls that I had in the freezer from Sam's Club because those things are the bomb. Yeah, so that's a thought. A random thing I did recently, as in like 2 days ago. Yesterday. It was yesterday I had that for dinner. Wow. Time doesn't make sense anymore. Uh, I am doing my best with my recording to not leave as big a pile of costumey equipment in the living room. I do have to have some things out there at any given time because there would be no point in taking, say, Daisy's body back upstairs every other day or Mewtwo's body back upstairs every other day just to bring it back down. It'd be a lot more effort for no real gain. So those stay down, and a few accessory bits like arm floofs. I use those often enough, so they'll stay down. The head floof, I've been actually, you can't really see them, but up to my right is the hutch over my desk. And generally, one of the fursuit heads on that hutch is wearing the head floof. Whoever wore it last in a video is generally still wearing it. Usually it's Mewtwo, and I love making him look all pouty wearing a head floof because I'm a meanie like that. and more thoughts on what's going to be happening with my sister moving in the next few weeks. We've already unloaded one truck and 12-foot by 6-foot by 6-foot trailer of stuff into Javi's basement for storage until they get their apartment. They're coming again this weekend with a pickup truck only, no trailer. So just the bed of a trailer plus whatever they can shove in the cab, the back seat. It's a 4-seater, it's the 4-door type pickup. So whatever they can squeeze in there, that's what they're bringing. So that's not a bad thing. Hopefully that unload goes fine. Think I don't have to be there for that, so that's a good thing. So yay. Uh, uh, what else? Oh, and way back in mid-fall, whenever Autumn's parents were visiting, mom and stepdad, I was preparing the house and I was vacuuming, and as I was vacuuming, nearly done, I had like 2 rooms left to go, the vacuum stopped working right. The spinny brush just would not go, period. After some exploration, I figured out the belt had been melted in like 4 places. Melted in 4 places. It was still there, but it was really loose and not in a good state. So I replaced it with what I hoped would be an adequate belt. I thought I got the right one. I don't think I did, but these things aren't labeled the way you need them to be, and they don't explain what they mean by a type 1, type 2, type 12, type whatever vacuum cleaner. So, even without the belt on, the motor was making some really loud whining noises, and it was getting killer hot. Like that peg that the belt goes on was just like, you can't touch this. Do 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 do. Don't touch that peg. Do 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 do. You'll burn your paw. It did a little bit. So I used the shop vac to finish off any vacuum before they got here. And that was back then. And now I have company for the next time finally coming again effectively in the end of this month. So I was like, I'd been shopping around, just hadn't picked one. I ordered a new vacuum cleaner last night. Yay! It'll be here tomorrow. Last one we had was a Eureka, and this one will be a Bissell. It's an upright, but the canistry part can come off so that I can more easily do things like the stairs. So I can take the canister off and do the hose thing, and I can do the steppies a lot easier, and stuff that, well, any place you can't get you'll be able to get it upright as easily. This will work better. I did not throw away the old vacuum cleaner yet. I saved it in case any of the the brushes or tools or whatever will work with this one. I don't know if they will or won't, but if they're going to go to the garbage anyway, might as well try them before they go. And since my sister's moving here and she has yet another vacuum cleaner, I'll see if the tools will work with her hardware. Because if, she could use a tube extender or whatever, or a brushy thing, cool. Let her have it. All hers. No skin off my back. But we'll see if it works with our toy first before we give them away. You never know. I don't know how universal some of these hose bits are, but we're going to find out after these messages. Well, we'll find out probably tomorrow because that's when it's going to get here. And the other vacuum cleaner's out in that other room, and I'm going to try it out over the weekend. I'm a vacuum. Yay! We kind of need to do it. I've used the shop vac a couple of times since then, but it doesn't have a beater bar or anything, so it's just kind of getting the stuff off the surface, and we probably need to actually vacuum. I've noticed a couple areas where the gray floor looks a little grayer in the wrong way, so maybe need to vacuum. You don't think about that stuff when you're not actually leaving the house and no one else is coming into the house. I would instinctively vacuum when company was coming over, whether or not I thought the house needed it. But now, since we haven't had company over really much for the last year, it's like, oh, carpet looks fuzzy, but not the right kind of fuzzy. We should do something about that. But now I'll have a nice new vacuum again. The old one lasted about 3.5 years, which is kind of sad, but the motor burnt out. It was definitely not making good noise, and I would rather not catch fire in my house when trying to make a clean spot. Not exactly a good idea. And before anyone complains, yes, I did make sure I emptied the container as often as possible. As soon as it would get full, I would dump it out. Doing this house would usually involve several emptyings of that tank. And I'd make sure I didn't have clogged hair around the beater bar or clog up the suction tube or anything like that. So yes, I was a good vacuum cleaner owner. This is not my first vacuum. I mean, I've been vacuuming since I was, you know, 10. So I got some skill here in this function. uh, but yeah. So new vacuum, be here tomorrow. I also ordered myself, when I ordered it, uh, Amazon actually had a suggestion. You can buy, people bought this vacuum, also bought this and this. They showed the replacement filter and the replacement drive bands for the beater bar. I bought the pack of beater bar bands just to have them, so I know I have the right ones theoretically. It was only $6, and I know those things break. I know they break, so I'm just ready for when that happens. And that's not a bad thing. $6 for 2 spare bands to be ready to put on when one does go dead. DED, dead. I didn't buy the extra filter because on that. And I got myself another Lego set while I was ordering that. I bought the Freight Train set, the current one that Lego has out. So I'll be adding that to my city here in the next month or so. Looking forward to that. It seems like it's a pretty good set. I don't feel like it's quite as good as the last Freight Train. I kind of am sad I missed that one, but this one does look pretty nice. An engine plus 3 cars and some accessory vehicles. A break-off track. So yeah, looks like it'll be decent. We'll find out. We'll see how much I can adapt that into my current setup and if I can add in the loop I'm intending to add off onto the second table, the square table. Either way, gonna be a good time. Well, that's a that. I hope that's a this. Um, and after my sister and her boyfriend move out, one of the things we're looking to do is replace the refrigerator and stove. We've been talking about it for quite some time, and we're thinking it's going to be a good idea. It's the right time. We have the funds in our account, and we think it's definitely a major upgrade from the ones that are there. And looking at safety of exiting the house in general, we're getting closer and closer. Where we live, people 50 and up are now allowed to go get the vaccine. So next stage involves Autumn being allowed, and the stage after that will involve me being allowed to get it. So looking forward to letting him go get his jabs first, and then me shortly thereafter, hopefully. Really anxious to go be part of the world again, and it looks like I'm getting close to that. So digits crossed as much as I can cross them in these paws. Anyway, that's enough babbling off of this bunny for now. That's some stuff that's happening, and yeah, good news, good things going down the line, and got a new Lego set coming. I have another Lego set here. I still need to video. I have one I've videoed and I've not uploaded yet, as of recording this anyway. So there's another set that I have built and one that's 3/4 built that's probably getting done this weekend. So should record those and get those uploaded. So you have some more Lego videos too. We'll put them in the mix. I know they're not my most popular videos, but hey, I know there's a few people that like them, so Legos for the people who want to see Legos. Let the people have their nice things. Anyway, that's that. Anything fun going on in your lives? Let me know in the comments. I'm always interested. You heard my story. I'll hear some of yours. Um, looking forward to getting the jab in your arm and getting back in the real life? Comments. Uh, did you blow up a vacuum cleaner recently? Comments. Whatever. Whatever you got going on, let me know too. Comments are for that. Anyway, and don't forget to like, subscribe, the little dingly bell. For the little dingly bell, let you know when I post new videos. Who knows? It could be a daisy. Also, my Patreon link and my Coffee link are in the description box below. If you'd like to help support this channel and support silly things like hearing about new refrigerators and stoves that you could help effectively support me getting, those are good ways to do it. And in general, thank you for spending time watching my videos. That always does make me smile. But this little bun's going to toddle off, so I hope everybody's feeling pretty and princessy today. I know I sure am, and I know you should be too. Anyway, thank you again for spending time with me and listening to me babble on, and I look forward to seeing you all again on the next video. For now, stay pink and fluffy, and just stay pink and fluffy.